Capricorn, what's going on? What's going on? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. No, let me stop that shit. I am a Capricorn sun, as well as Venus. I'll just get back loud again. Hold on. Anyway, absolutely missed that. All right, so yeah. Happy New Year to you, Queen. Yeah, I'm recording on Facebook and I'm recording on YouTube at the same time. Live on both streams. About to do the Capricorn forecast for January 2022. It's been a while since I've been in my own slumber. I've been doing different readings in different cities and states. I drive trucks now, so I've been doing them out of my semi truck. But I'm finally back home. It's been months. You know, I did Taurus just before this reading. But it's the first hour that I've spent in my altar room in forever, and it feels good. I'm talking about I had a sweet cobwebs up out of here. Anyway, about to do the Capricorn reading for January 22. I'm gonna use the Moonology Oracle deck to see which sign we're doing next. Aries. That's what it's saying. Full moon in Aries. All right, but I also use it for my fortune cookie. It fell down, so it don't count. So yeah, this is gonna be my fortune cookie reading first. This is the energy for the reading. I've already done my prayer. I prayed to God, thank them for our ancestors. You know, thanks for the guidance of the ancestors, the universe, the all, for all of you, for my family, for everyone that I love, for everyone that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So on and so forth. I just very totally thankful for many, many things. Okay. Shuffle these up. I've already shuffled all the cards, but I'm gonna shuffle it again anyway, and we're gonna get a Moonology Oracle card for Capricorn. All right. Also the number and all of that good stuff. I am a Capricorn 111, January 11th. Birthday is on Tuesday. Surrender to the divine, Capricorn. Full moon. Surrender to the divine. That's kind of deep for me. I don't know about you. Five is the number of instability, you know, but 5 is our number for January 2022 for this reading. Surrender to the divine, full moon. The very word climax brings all sorts of ideas and images to mind. Agreed? But it really is the feeling of this card. Life is coming to a head, a point, a conclusion, or a turning point. There may be some kind of change and possibly even some sort of emotional explosion. Tune into your emotions now and see what they are telling you. They're very likely close to the surface. No matter when in the moon cycle you've pulled this card, matters will soon conclude and you'll find out whether or not your wishes are going to come true. The odds are in your favor as this is a positive card, but you may need to work harder than usual to keep cool as events unfold. The attuned to the moon, Capricorn, is I am getting the answers I need. Boy, if there's one thing that Capricorn wants, it's answers. That's most definitely. The teaching behind this card is the full moon marks the climax of the lunar cycle, making this card something of a power card. The full moon is often the time when answers are given to questions asked during the new moon. And pulling this card at any time in the lunar cycle suggests answers will be coming your way before too long. Capricorn. We'll get back to this later on. I was supposed to go back and read it again for a Taurus, and I forgot. So hopefully I remember for us. Anyway, I use the Wildwood Tarot deck. It's tarot. It's just a little different. It's not like regular tarot. It's Wildwood Tarot. You know, I have a little deck. I have a big deck. They're both the exact same deck. You know, but I use the big deck to lay out the main general energy of the reading and also the energy from the past, the present, and the future. Then I go back to the little deck and I get clarification for the past, the present, and the future. And then I go one more time with the little deck and get a summary for the past, the present, and the future. Then I come back all the way around to the big deck and I use the big deck one last time to get a final message from the universe. All right. Once again, I've already shuffled the cards, but I'm going to shuffle them some more, you know, just to ensure in front of you that I've shuffled them. I don't want you guys to think anything is set up any kind of way or anything like that. All right. Once again, I am recording on YouTube and Facebook at the exact same time. Excuse the surrounding noises. I know some of y'all might hear the dog barking. I'm going to go upstairs and bark in a minute. But excuse those noises. It's all good, all right? Let's not worry about the wrong things. This is the Two of Stones right in our energy, Capricorn. The Two of Stones challenging, facing challenges, fighting yourself on issues. Seems so appropriate, so Capricorn energy. You know, if there's one thing that we always do, we're the hardest on ourselves. You know, and I'm not just saying that as Capricorns. You know, people in general are always the hardest, the biggest critics of themselves. You know, even if you're a narcissist, you're still looking in the mirror at the end of the day and you're just like, just the biggest critic of myself. You know, I must do this better, I must do that better. You know, and as a Capricorn, work harder, work harder. That's all it is. We know that's all it is that we want to do. That's all it is that we need in our life, is to work harder, to gain more, to have logic, to have structure, to have more physical things. Okay, this is about directions with the number 2, right, left, up, down, front, backwards, just like I just did with Taurus. You know, and that's kind of dope. I'm doing 2 Earth energies in a row. I think I did 3 in a row. No, I think I did Pisces before I did Taurus. Okay, but all the Earth energies are done after this reading for January 2022. Okay, so you see these rabbits, they're like the same person, but they're on different foundations. Okay, so that's you. You know, it's like having an angel on one shoulder and a demon on the other one. You can pick and choose which one's good and which one's bad. If you know me, you know what I meant by that. But it's like you're on 2 separate foundations, you know what I mean? And each foundation is fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? You're fighting yourself on this, you're fighting yourself on that. No matter what, up, down, left, right, side to side, front, back, whatever, it doesn't matter. You are fighting yourself, Capricorn, in this situation, okay? The thing about Capricorn is that everything must be in order. Everything must involve discipline. Everything must be logical, okay? A couple more reps. Everything must be logical. If it's not logical for Capricorn, Capricorn don't want nothing to do with it. If Capricorn can't foresee the end of a situation, even if it's the wrong ending, Capricorn won't do it. You know, Capricorn can't live in the land of Neptune either, seeing things through rose-colored glasses, because that'll get Capricorn kind of. Hopefully, that Neptune falls in a good place in your planetary chart, which I can read those for you too. By the way, let's go to the past, the present, and the future for Capricorn. 181. All right, so we got the Ace of Stones to represent the past. This is about growth, Capricorn. This is about things written in stone, things that are meant to be. Okay, Taurus got this card earlier as well. So this is also about. So you see this little bit of grass. A little bit of grass right here is about fulfillment. Okay, doing things to have gain, doing things differently, doing things within change, in the scope of change. Okay, this grass, even though it's a very little grass, you're thankful for it, because before this grass was here, it was all just a stone inside some desert land. You know what I mean? There was no grass. You know, if you was walking across the desert and you seen a little ass patch of grass, I think you'd be happy to see that patch of grass. You know, and this stone represents growth. A new beginning back here in this past. I definitely resonate with that. You know, just doing things differently, just doing things more maturely, doing things more logically, you know, just creating a structure that you probably never thought that you would create before. You know what I'm saying? Growth that you probably thought you would never encounter, or maybe you did. Maybe you did. Maybe you was one of those Capricorns that said, "Hey, I'll change one day." You know what I'm saying? Right here, we got the 8 of Bows. This is an action card. This is about being connected, okay? With this number 8 right here. This is about being connected. And it's about, it's kind of like celebration, but it's everyone around your desire, around your empire that you've built, Capricorn. You know what I mean? You have a couple haters here and there. It's always going to be. But for the most part, you have friends, family, so on and so forth. So many things to be thankful for. So many things to be thankful for. And this is like a cheers to me, a toast. You know what I mean? See this guy right here? See him? That's Capricorn. He's holding his glass high. And he's toasting. Cheers to me. Cheers to everything that I've driven for to my achievements, so on and so forth. This is my desire. I built this fire that we're all standing around and being warm around. Okay, this is what Capricorn is saying right now. Coming to the future, this is about a transition. Which way do you go? This is like being in the middle. It's not necessarily about a transition. It's about being in the middle of the transition. Do you go left, right, up, or down? But it's about a new beginning. This is about having choices again in the future, Capricorn. That probably is where these challenges are going to fall into play. Having these choices in the future, knowing which way to go. You know, sometimes things get tough, especially when you have all these people around you and everyone is not happy. And so knowing which way to go sometimes is a challenge. It's a struggle because sometimes we want to make everyone happy and ourselves. And if you know anything, then you know that that's not possible. It's impossible to make everybody happy. I remember I was doing charity, feeding the homeless, doing a lot of political campaigns. I'm part of the reason why you can get more than one felony expunged in Michigan now. You know what I mean? I'm part of the reason why 6 police brutality laws got changed in my city. I'm a big part of that. And you know what? Motherfucker still has some shit to say. Oh, Dan think he this. Terrell think he that. So on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, fuck it. You know what I mean? I can't make everybody happy. I'm not even going to worry about it. And that's kind of where you need to be at with the Capricorn and this future being stuck in the middle of a transition, if that's what this is about. You know what I mean? If it's about making everybody happy. But at the end of the day, it's about being on 2 different foundations and finding yourself on which way to go. But the important thing is not to remain stagnant and not to go down the wrong road. Okay? That's just my perception, though. That's just my opinion. Let's go ahead and go to the little deck and get some clarification and see a little bit more deeper into what it is that we're talking about. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Tried to fall out. Caught him. I fucked that last one all up. All right, so let's see. 1, 2, 3. Capricorn. All right, going into the past. Once again, this is about that Ace of Stones, that growth is in Capricorn energy. This is in fire energy. That's in air energy. So you got physical, you got desire, and you got more of the mental structure going right in this setup right here. And this main general energy is in your energy, Capricorn. So we have the 10, the wheel to start out. 10 is the number of completion. You know what I mean? 10, with this growth right here, this is about you coming to a complete thought, coming to a complete feeling. You know what I mean? Wanting to be successful, wanting to be ambitious, wanting to be, look, I got number 10 on the screen. That's dope. Wanting to be in control of everything, thinking that you have the whole picture right there in front of you. This is also like the Wheel of Fortune. So good things are coming in back here in this past for Capricorn. Good things are coming in. Things are coming together. The move that you make seem to be bam, 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 on point. But then we have this 3 of Stones right here. This is divine intervention with that number 3 right there, okay? But you also got you holding up these walls, these structures, right? And the thing about it is, it looks like the motherfuckers will hold up whether if you're there or not. You know what I'm saying? But here you are holding them up. And then if you realize, okay, you got a stone on this side, you got a stone on this side, you got a stone across, right? And you're just sitting there holding it up. And what can't you see about you in this picture? Your back. Your back is wide open, Capricorn. You're vulnerable. You know what I mean? Thinking you see the big picture, thinking you got it all by yourself, holding up this self-sustaining wall, and your back is wide open. You are leave yourself susceptible to being stabbed in the back, being kicked in the back, being punched in the back, being wet in the back, being whatever the fuck from the back. You know what I'm saying? Your back is wide open, Capricorn. And then your planet, you know what I mean? It's like no matter what anybody tells you, you're not moving. You're stuck right there, no matter what. Some people tell you, hey, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time, and trust. And that story that I went through, and I was talking about, I was doing all these charities and all that. A lot of people told me that I was wasting my time trying to help people, trying to get people to see a vision, a message, or whatever. And you know what I kept telling myself? I'm not going nowhere. I'm going to keep doing what the fuck I'm doing. It doesn't matter what anybody say. And that kind of what this represents to me, holding up self-sustaining walls, trying to get through to things that you can't always get through to. You holding up these walls might help, but these walls are held up by themselves. And right here, I think this is about to change your heart with this two of bows right here. This is an action. This is about decision making. You know what I mean? So I think that good things came around, Capricorn, and you being a provider, trying to share your fortunes. You know what I'm saying? But then it was just things and entities coming at you saying, hey, you know what I'm saying? You're holding up self-sustaining walls, and you're just like, I'm not going nowhere. But then at some point in time, you decided to make a choice to keep on doing what you're doing, the choice to elevate, move further, or whatever it was that you were doing. It all involves growth right here in this past, though. You know what I mean? This is all about you growing, maturing, changing, so on and so forth. Okay, coming to the present. Bam, bam. All right. Coming to the present. Yeah, I think this definitely has a lot to do with you sort of not really changing your mind on not really changing your mind on the actions that you've chosen, the things that you made, but to a point allowing things to intervene. You know what I mean? But in a good way, allowing maybe somebody to come in and help or something like that, wanting something more. Because going into this, all three of these are in reverse. First and foremost, just peep that. All three of these are in reverse to clarify the present. Okay? And the present, remember, it's about being connected. It's about having others around you, others being around what it is that you desire, this fire that you've built, this empire that you've put together. Okay? These others are wanting a part of that now. You know, why? Look at this. This is the grass. This is you recognizing that the grass is not green on the other side. This is that number 5 again. This is the 5 of bows, okay? And it's the action card. This is you taking action, recognizing that the grass is not green on the other side, doing what it is that you need to do in order to succeed. Not rocking out with your cock out, doing very responsible, mature things. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to be part of that. This is about the page of stones. This is in your energy, Capricorn. This is earth energy. This is about bad things moving away, bad things going away from you right now, Capricorn, right here in this present. Bad things going away. And this is about not having to carry the load on your own. The 10 of bows in reverse. That 10 means that that 10 is the word 10. Okay, it's not the number 10. You flip the word number 10 around, it's 0 and a 1 instead of a 1 and 0. You know, it's either way you flip a 1 and 0, it's still a 1 and 0. But this is the word 10. 10 is the number of completion. You flip it around, it's the word 10. You flip it around, it's about being incomplete, things being incomplete. But you don't have to carry this load on your own. Even further, the song Erykah Badu, Bag Lady, comes to mind. Bag Lady, you gonna hurt your back, dragging all those bags like that. I bet nobody ever told you that all you must hold on to is you. Oh, yes, it's true. Oh, okay, Capricorn. That's what's going on here. I think this is a part where you dropped all those burdens. You dropped all those bags. You have something to hang on to. Bad things are going out. It's like you're weeding out the people that are bad, the things that are bad, the things that may seem to hold you back. And the only reason why you're able to weed these things out because you are not out rocking out with your cock out. You are recognizing that the grass is not green on the other side. You are beginning to be content on what the choices you made, or basically how life goes and how life is supposed to go. When things go left or downhill, it does not surprise you because you recognize the fact that life is supposed to do that. When things get great and go uphill, you're proud of them, but it does not surprise you because you recognize that life is supposed to go like that. And the more you recognize that life is supposed to go like that, the more you, what is it, the red pill or the that you're taking for the matrix? You know what I'm saying? The more you're just in the matrix and you see that it's not, everything that you see is not what it seems. You know what I'm saying? That life is a series of grid lines, a series of ones and zeros just streaming down in some sort of binary code. That the more you realize that you don't have to rock out with your cock out, the more you realize how plain and simple and pure life can be within being content. Coming to the future, we have uno, dos, tres. Do not ask me why I just keep on counting in fucking Spanish. Oh, also the thing about this future, right? I mean, about this present right here, they're all in reverse, and I just realized these are all in reverse as well. Okay, they're all in reverse. You know what I mean? So this is something that can be changed. You can get out there, rock out with your cock out. You know what I'm saying? But if you get out there and rock out with your cock out, that's something good walking away from you. And this is you having to carry the load on your own. This is you carrying those burdens. Okay? This is you carrying all those fucking bags that come with rocking out with your cock out. Okay? I mean that literally, rocking out with your motherfucking cock out. I mean it literally, non-literally, whatever, but I mean it, however it goes. You know what I'm saying? So that's the other way to look at this. Okay, you can not rock out with your cock out, let all those bad things go. All that messiness, all that drama, so on and so forth, let it all go. Drop all those birds, drop all those bags. Not worry about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Or you can rock out with your cock out, think that the grass is green on the other side, and everything good or things that are good will start to walk away. They'll start to walk out, and you'll be carrying those burdens on your own and have a long ways to go with it as well. So coming back, so like I said, all three of these are in reverse. We have in the future the 4 arrows in reverse. Okay, this is not sitting around waiting on anyone. And I think, remember, I was talking about this Ace of Bows right here. It was about being in the middle of a transition. You know, I did a reading for somebody earlier, and it was just like, you can't take it with you. And that's somebody I did it for a sign. It's in my video playlist on YouTube. You can't take it, or you can't take them with you. You know, and this is what's being recognized in this card right here being in reverse. It's about not being grounded. You know what I mean? Not being stuck on this particular thing, whatever it is. If you flip this card around, this is a butterfly just sitting there watching someone sleep. This guy's not dead. He has 4 arrows around him, but they're not in him. Okay? They're just around him. This person is resting, sleeping. This is about you not resting, not sleeping, not waiting around. This butterfly sits there and waits for this person. And so much time wasted for that butterfly. That butterfly must spread its wings and fly, because of nothing else. Butterflies only live like a couple weeks. So the more time that this butterfly spends watching this person sleep, the closer this butterfly is getting to death. It could be this butterfly's day to die, and it's wasting time. You feel me? But not this butterfly, not this butterfly in this reading. This butterfly in this reading is just like, fuck that. I'm spreading my wings. I'm flying. I'm getting the fuck on. That light is shining. Boy, it's bright in this screen right here. I can't really tell over here. But right there, it's bright as hell in that screen. That's not even no outside light, y'all. That's me. That's me shining. I'm just playing. Excuse the brightness, y'all. But this butterfly is just like, spread my wings and fly away to a place that I long for. You know what I'm saying? This butterfly is getting the fuck on down, living life, doing things that it should be doing. Okay. Here we go. This 8 of Bows right here. The same thing. That's the main general energy right here in the present. Is right here. Is the middle card in the future. Okay. This I think this butterfly that's flying away recognizes that it can't wait on everything. It can't wait on everybody. Like this picture, it can't have everybody all around this fire. This butterfly is recognizing that you can't take everything with you. You can't take everything with you. And I know that's what it is. And this is the 8, word 8 in reverse. Because no matter which way you flip an 8, it's still an 8. If it's the number 8, you know what I mean? And that's about a connection. This is the word 8. So it's not about a connection in reverse. It's about a disconnect. It's about you disconnecting from this crowd, from everybody that's around what it is that you desire, your fire, your energy. It's about you disconnecting from them, disconnecting from that, and getting out of your emotions, getting out of your firmness. Remember, back here, you're holding up self-sustaining walls. And I think in this future, you are no longer holding up these self-sustaining walls. In this future, you just like, fuck that. Let me disconnect from that. Let me get away from that. Let me get out of my emotion. Let me quit pouring stuff into this energy. Let me quit being so stubborn. Let me quit being firm. Because what this guy says right here is law. Okay? When it's right side up, what this guy says is law. But if you put it in reverse, this guy starts to listen to others and tries to understand from others' perspectives. And it's not saying that, okay, well, I'm going to listen to this person, I'm going to listen to this or that person, I'm not going to follow this down, or I'm not going to follow that thing. It's really about saying, I'll hear you out. Then going to the drawing board to see if that makes sense, to see if that's the thing that it is that you should do. Whereas before, you were just like, what? Psst, I don't even want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it was before. But now in this future, you're just like you're opening up. You're not so solid. You're not so firm on what it is that you think is right or wrong. What it is that you think is up and down, like right or left, back or forth. You're not. There is no more back and forth, Capricorn. This is just you considering the possibilities, taking them back to the drawing board, taking them back to your drawing board, using your logic, not your stubbornness, not saying that what I say is law, but using your logic and taking the things that make sense and just saying, well, okay, they have a point there. I'm going to use that in my life. I'm going to use that in my day. I'm going to use that. I'm going to study this and I'm going to make use of this. Whereas back when it was just like, man, I don't even want to hear about that shit. Okay. It's just like Capricorn was being childish back in a way, like la. When people were just saying something to Capricorn, whatever Capricorn thought was right, Capricorn was doing that shit, but all the while holding up these self-sustaining walls, getting punched and kicked in the back. Okay, trying to stay stuck on what it is that they feel and what they believe. And I feel like you may have even possibly suffered a loss due to some of the stubbornness, being stuck in your position. People just like, look, I tried to tell Tarot King this, I tried to tell Tarot King that. That motherfucker wasn't listening, so I'm not even gonna bother with that because that motherfucker too stubborn for me. You know what I'm saying? And through that, you sustain losses. Being firm on this or that made you not want to open up to opportunities that were available to you. But coming into this future, I think while you're in the middle of this transition, you will start to see opportunities open up and you will jump on them because you're more susceptible to change. You're more susceptible to accept the things that you don't necessarily believe in, accept the things that you are normally firm on. Okay, accept the opposition to those. Okay, let's go ahead and get a summary from the past, present, and the future because I kind of really just ran back through them all again. Past, present, and the future. This is the Archer in reverse, okay? The number 7 card. This is about heaven and earth coming together. You know what I'm saying? The divine and being grounded coming together, you know? But it's in reverse. This is about, to me, not standing on what it is that you think you know. You know, not finding any fulfillment, not finding any desire in the actions that you were taking. You know, not having any strength, not having any power in your mind and everything you did. But just looking back on the situation, you don't have the strength and the power that you thought you had. When you look back on the situation, you think to yourself like, damn, Capricorn, I could have did so much more if I hadn't have been so stubborn on these topics, on these things. If I would have just opened myself up to the possibilities, then I would have more right now today. Even though what you have right now today is great, it's excellent, and the word is success. You have been successful this whole time, Capricorn, but imagine the much more that you could have had if you opened yourself up to a lot more possibilities and not knew that you knew every fucking thing. The more you know, the more you grow. Word up. Coming to the present, we have the hooded man, the 9. The summary for that is the universe being involved and showing you the light. This is you. You're this little bird right here on this rock, Capricorn. And the universe is showing you light, giving you the light. Look at this light beaming on me, y'all. It's beaming. Ugh. I almost wish y'all could see this on YouTube. Y'all could probably see how bright it is, how it's getting or whatever from this light back here. Let me stop this shit. That's that cocky ego stuff, you know, egotistical things. But this is you on this rock. Not in this. You're in this position, and this everything around you is cold. You know what I mean? It's even down there up to your feet on this stone. But here you are, planted solid, planted on something solid. You have a start. You have a solid foundation to start on. And here goes the universe. Here goes the all with a lantern around you. You don't need no bright ass flashlight. You don't need the sunlight. You know what I mean? You don't have to see the big picture. You don't have to see everything. All you need to see is what the universe is showing you right now. Okay? Things are moving slow. Things are taking its time. But you have to be content in that, Capricorn. Right here, this is the salmon. This is the queen of vessels. Very mature energy. This is about the salmon swimming back downstream to die. Okay. But in tarot, death means letting things go and starting again, starting brand new. And I think that when things go downhill, you can't always reach down and lend a hand, Capricorn, to save these things. Sometimes you have to let these things go and die. I don't mean literally let somebody go and die, but you need to remove them from your life, remove them from your memories, remove them from, well, don't remove things from your memories. You learn from your memories. You hold on to your memories. They cause emotion. They cause you to feel. You know what I mean? But that's what this is. This is the stream of emotions. You know what I mean? And you're going down it. When the salmon is going upstream, it's collecting these little nuts off this tree, and they're just full of knowledge and enlightenment, so much fulfillment, so on and so forth. And you're swimming upstream, and you're going forward. But down here, you're going downstream. Those same trees are down there. Matter of fact, with them being on the reverse, they're easier to get to for you, Capricorn. But you have to swim down that stream and die. Start anew. Let those things go. Start all over again. Okay? Let's get that final message from the universe for Capricorn. See what we got, Cap. 6 of arrows. What I say? It's about transition, right? That's what this card is, the transition. No matter how we may feel about this transition, it still needs to be made. Some of the choices that you make to grow, make you feel kind of dead inside, make you feel like you're losing something. But in all actuality, the ride is still beautiful on this swan right here. And a swan is a bird. If you've ever seen a swan, and you've seen other birds land around a swan while it's chilling in this lake, swan get to spread this wing because it's a big ass bird. Get to spread his wings and flying that motherfucking birds like, get the fuck out of my lake. Running everything away, running everybody away so that it has its peace in its own little pond wherever he is. Okay? And it's a beautiful bird. And that's you, Capricorn. You're the swan. You're this beautiful bird. I know sometimes change, going against what it is that you believe, that you firmly, strongly believe, is so hard to do sometimes. But sometimes it's necessary as well. Okay? And that's what this is. See this moon right there? That moon represents emotion, and it's way in the back. Way in the back. The mystery. Moving away from the mystery. They're moving away from this moon. Moving away from the mystery. Moving away from the suspense. Going towards calmer waters. The things that they know. The things that they can accept. The things that help them to achieve and grow. That's your duty, Capricorn, to achieve and grow. Quit fighting yourself. Because that's all you're doing in this past, holding up self-sustaining walls, is fighting yourself. You can't help everybody. You can't help everything. You can't save a lot of things. You can save some, but you need to recognize those things. It's like the serenity prayer. God, accept me to accept it. Thank you for giving me the courage to accept the things that I cannot change. But I'm sorry. The serenity to accept the things that I cannot change. The courage to change the things that I can. And the wisdom to know the difference. Know the difference, Capricorn, on what it is that you can and that you cannot change. And then change those things. All right. Let me run this Moonology Oracle card back by you again, Capricorn. I think that was a good reading for us. Capricorn sun here. Yes, yes. Surrender to the divine. Ooh, just the title right there. Just fall all right into that. Surrender to the things that are going to happen anyway, Capricorn. Okay? Surrender to them. You can't save everything. All right? The very word climax brings all sorts of ideas and images to mind. Agreed? But it really is the feeling of this card. Life is coming to a head, a point, a conclusion, or a turning point. There may be some kind of change and possibly even some sort of emotional explosion. Tune into your emotions now and see what they are telling you. They're very likely close to the surface no matter when in the moon cycle you've pulled this card. Matters will soon conclude and you'll find out whether or not your wishes are going to come true. The odds are in your favor as this is a positive card, but you may need to work harder than usual to keep cool as events unfold. The atone to the moon was, I am getting the answers I need. Man, I love it when my reading come full tilt and go with the Moonology Oracle card. I've been doing that all month, y'all. I love it. And I appreciate you guys for tapping in, hanging out with me. I am Tarot King the Prophet. This has been another Crown King Tarot presentation. Go ahead and check me out on my YouTube channel. My Facebookers, check me out on my YouTube channel. Hit that link that's in the description. This video will be up for just a moment longer, and then I'll be deleting it later in a little while. But it will be available forever and ever and ever on YouTube. So make sure you get on YouTube, subscribe. You can watch me better. It's a much better view on YouTube when you're watching. You see, you got the sun right here coming in, blocking my view. YouTubers, y'all can't see all that, but you see the sun up here, just like up here, but it's not hurting anything. You know, it's just a much better view on YouTube, just a much better atmosphere. So get on YouTube, check it out, and like, comment, share, subscribe. Once again, I am Tarot King the Prophet. This has been another Crown King Tarot presentation. Love, blessings, light, and peace.